Okay, so recently I bought some cubes. So basically I bought this M3 and this Volk. I made this Volk magnetic as well as I did my magnetic gas air. And here in this video I will try to give you my impressions on those cubes. And then some tips, maybe a little tutorial how to make a magnetic cube by yourself. If you're like me and you can't really afford buying like this cubicle one, and yes, and I will try to keep it sweet and short. Okay, so I use this magnetic Volk as my main right now. So previously normal Volk was my main, but now when I get a non-magnetic cube, it feels just weird. Why? My turning style turned to a bit rougher, is now a bit rougher, I guess, that's what I want to say. It's a bit harder. It's of course an effect of magnets, but now I just don't have to like use that much precision to get that accurate turning that I would like to get in normal self in effective magnets. So for me it was a good change. Of course, like magnetic field, I would say it's just like 3x3 with feel of maybe as cubes, something like this. It's of course not exactly like this, but it's like a bit like this. So I don't like my air like at all, and now I can like use it. It's pretty good. I mean, I loved the feel of air, and now I think it's better or worse, but overall cube is better for sure. This okay, so I would recommend making magnetic cube for like maybe everybody, but magnetic cube shouldn't be anything special for somebody who turns slow or is just slow just in the fact that then magnets don't really help. I use 4x2mm and 38 magnets. And yes, and now I will just try to show you how to make magnetic cubes, and I will try to give you some advice. Hopefully I will do good. Okay, so first step will be preparing yourself to whole process. So firstly, you need to deassemble your cube. So here I got my core. I don't really use it. Oops. Here I got some internal parts that I won't use in just like magnetizing process. Here I got my corners, and here I got my edges. Firstly, here, not firstly, here, also here I got my glue. It's called Kropelka. It dries really rapidly and it's really strong glue. So that's why I use paper to protect my desk, because it's really nasty to get rid of it. But I don't really use gloves because I don't find it handy, and you will find out later in this film why I don't really bother gluing myself. Also, I got this one paper towel, which I will use just to get rid of glue on its tip. And here I got more paper towel, but this will be just for helping me. I also got this knife, for example, to open this glue. and yes, it's really functional. It helps a lot. I also have some wooden sticks because magnets doesn't work with them. I don't know, this doesn't magnetize them. So that way, if I do something wrong, I can like help myself. Sorry for this. And also I got my magnets, and I got them like in one row. And here I got some glued magnets, because I actually did something wrong. But here I got this little paper just to mark one of the endings of them. It's actually really handy, because once when I was doing Volk, I actually did this wrong, and I have to do a few things that I will talk about later, just to make it work. Okay, and yes, those are 4x2 and 38s. Okay, so I meant those parts there, and also, so how do we start? So we pick one corner and we pick one edge, and they normally are in this relation with each other's. So why do I want to know this? Because firstly I need to find a spot to use magnets. So, well, I drop one magnet inside of this, and I pick another magnet here, and like this I try to find like the easiest spot to glue them. So for this M3 cube, so module M3, it will be probably here. So I saw that on almost all tutorials, firstly you glue the piece here and then you put magnet on it. Well, I'm not really a fan of it, because I was doing it that way and glue sometimes splashed on my hands and then I get problems. So instead I just put magnets like this, take glue, okay, let's see if it's working, yes it is, and glue one magnet like this. And just wait. Well, I will glue other one because there is no point in not doing it, actually. And in the fact that this glue will be dry in maybe a minute or so, I just don't wait. So now I have to wait until this glue dries, and maybe not dries, but when the glue, power of glue will be stronger than the power of magnet, then I will move on and took those pieces apart, okay, but not now, and make one more edge and one more corner. And I will try to remember that always corner have to be on the left and edge on the right, and that way I won't do anything wrong. And this is basically whole process. And once you do two, you do two more. When you have four, you do four more. When I was doing Gans Cube, it was just a tiny bit more complicated. It was just like in a, let's say, Valen GTS it would be. So you just have to firstly glue magnets to one side of it and then to another. So basically this rule works everywhere. And if you will do this that way, then you probably shouldn't mess up, and it should be pretty well positioned. So if you do something wrong, you should, if you glue yourself, I would use nail polish remover, but since nail polish remover destroys plastic and it's not really good to use it on plastic, then I would use gas extraction, gasoline extraction, I don't know, which is a bit harder to get, but it works really well. And yeah, and you also should use it to remove this sticker goo or something, because I'm quite sure it doesn't really do anything to your to the plastic of cube. So then when you like maybe make a buff for your pieces in this thing, or maybe I don't know, play it, you just need to play around with gas extraction and the magnet and the glue itself. Then I would pick a knife, because that's what I did. That was what I did. And actually I can show you, like that way. Yeah, and let's say it was glued. Maybe I can't. I'll try to make with this wooden stick. But I did this with knife because it's a bit sharper, no, more sharp. Yeah, quite sure. So, like this, just pick it, and when you move it from a place, you can just safely pick it with your finger. But yeah, and also if you if one magnet came to other and they glued each other's, which is not really fortunate, which happened to me a few times, so here you can see, you won't be really able to like help, but maybe gas extraction will help you, not really sure. Yeah, and there will be one thing about setting up the cube, so see you there. So here is just a part well, where I will show you how do I glue them. So those two were together, so now glue is stronger than the magnet, so I just divorce them, take two pieces, take another magnet, and just to not do anything wrong, I cover this part with my finger, and then I put magnet inside. I cover it like this and put my magnet inside, and that way magnet is here always, and then you just glue it. And then you just put it on a flat surface. It is good to know, it is good, it is well done when this is equal to this, okay? And this is what you want to achieve. So once more, take this edge and it's ready. So I take this corner piece, I equal them, or how do I say it? I put one magnet and bank. So then, if magnets are pretty equal, and most of the time they will, if no, if they aren't equal, then you just take your wooden thing and you can move it around. And here is now why glue should be stronger than magnet, because now you can play with it and this magnet will stay. Okay, and now you just take a glue and glue it. That way it is safe and probably will do it perfectly. So now I assembled my cube. I also lubed it properly, and the cube's tensions are really not that tight. I feel like I can easily take those 3 pieces. Actually, it sometimes even pops. Since my plastic is a bit thicker than a normal one, I mean the other brand's one, I don't feel really magnets, but still I feel that overall cube is much better. So now this is the end of it, of this process. Yeah, I would really recommend trying out magnetic cubes for yourself. They're really fun, easy to make, and I feel like this is just a good step in cubing hardware overall. Yes, this is all for this, like, maybe tutorial guide, I don't know. And one announcement. Well, I wasn't that much into the cubing lately, but I decided to like come back and try to have fun with cubes again. So now you should probably expect me some videos from me. Thank you.